Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilleys Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. Gonna do one cast today. It's Thursday, the March 24th. They're still running 2 units of water. They've been running 2 units for 3 days now or so, which is pretty cool. Water's still about 45 degrees. And I've been out fishing for a couple hours and actually done pretty good on white jigs, 16th ounce, 2-pound line. And also I've been throwing a tri-olive dark in the same 16th ounce, 2-pound line. And I really can't tell much of a difference, except I am catching more fish on the white, or bigger fish on the white jig than I am the sculpin. I'm going to be kind of throwing off both sides, but right now I'm about halfway between the Narrows and Lookout. And my plan is to fish all the way down to what we call Dino's house below Fall Creek. I kind of screwed up this first cast. I should have had myself ready. Blake is a big believer in the fish don't bite as well when they vary the water flow. I'm not going to say he's right, not going to say he's wrong, but he thinks that's why fishing has improved quite a bit in the last couple of days. That, and they've been stocking fish up here in the upper end this week. I think it just had a bite. But a lot of the fish I've caught today, I've been fish that have not been in here very long, but I have caught some really nice fish. I've caught about a 19-inch brown and a 17-inch rainbow. There's a fish. I have tried some other things, like a 30-second jig under a float, both white and olive, and have not done any good on that. That fish is fat. Real pretty fish, real pretty rainbow, but he's just short. Looks like he's been in there a while. He's got all his colors. Conservation Department, the hatchery manager up here, Clint Hale, and Shane Bush, our fisheries biologist for Taneycomo and Table Rock, led a group of guys from MDC, and they did a shock survey 2 nights ago. That was bottom. And they came up here and they shocked from basically the dam all the way down to about Short Creek. They do it, they've always done it since the 70s. They've done it in August, but this is the first time they've done it this time of year that I know of. Might be wrong. And because a lot of the guides, and myself included, oh, I think I just picked up some moss, we're really concerned about the number of fish up here because fishing has been so slow this winter. And they have not got me the official report yet, and that's going to take a while, but Shane did indicate that, ooh, nice fish, just flashed down there, that the numbers pretty much mirror size and number the last August report that they did last summer, August 21, 2021. So there is not a shortage of fish in the lake. And some of the guides have been very surprised at that, and one of them said, well, do you believe them? I said, yeah. I said, they're not going to lie to you. So the water's cold. I don't know what it was last year. 45 degrees is pretty cold for trout, and for March I think it's really cold, because typically it gets colder in April and May. It gets cold till about June, then it starts warming up a little bit. I don't think it's going to get much colder, and it's not that the fish won't bite. Their metabolism slows down to the point where they don't have to eat as much. So that was Shane's short explanation. He said, well, the fish just aren't that hungry. And if the fish are here and we're not really catching them too good, that's probably the case. A lot of the fish we catch have great big bellies, so they are eating. So they're one of the things they have been doing that we've seen, they haven't told us, and they won't tell us when and where they stock. We do know that in the winter time they stock a lot of the fish. There's a bump down lake, Rockaway and below, and they have changed that a little bit. How much, I don't know, but I know that we have seen them stocking up here, not up in the trophy area, but up in our area, the Branson, from Branson up, they've been stocking. They've stocked off the Cooper Creek ramp, and they've stocked off the River Point Estates ramp. Jeremy Resnick told me that today. That was bottom. We had some guys come in that fished with Captain B this morning and got their certificate for a 20-inch rainbow, caught on a white jig this morning. I did fish up below the dam some. this afternoon, and I'm still kind of snake bit up there. I've told Blake, I don't remember the last time I caught a fish above Big Hole. Oh, that might have been a bump. They're not biting as well right this moment than they did an hour ago when I was up here. I really probably ought to be throwing an olive jig. I actually did better up here on the olive jig than the white. And I did better below Fall Creek on the white jig. I am gonna go. I kind of got back over on the shallow side. I've been fishing the deep water. Let's got another rod rigged, but I've got a white jig on it. I'm gonna put an olive jig. That is a tri-olive jig. It's got 3 colors in it: sculpin, dark moss green, and a olive, watery olive is what it's called. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to trim it. That's better. I've been having a lot better luck fishing deeper water than I have the shallow water. And I kind of got too far over on that drift. Too far over on the shallow side. I'm gonna go through the narrows here, but I'm gonna fish the deeper channel. I caught a couple through here when I went through an hour ago. Working the deeper water, I gotta let it sink. not missing a lot of fish. They've been hitting it pretty good. Feeling the, it's not a tap, but I can feel the bite a lot of times. That was bottom, I think. The rain we got the other day, we got about an inch, I think, most places, and Table Rock came up about a foot. Still inching up just a little bit, but not, looks like it's pretty close to cresting, and there's not a lot of rain in the forecast, so I think we can expect to see this 2 units for a while. We went from, yeah, that was the bottom. I did lose several jigs through here. All right, I'm gonna throw the white because I don't want to quit fishing. Table Rock is still below power pool. It got down to 913 and a half. It's up to 914 and a half. And power pool is 915. Have a lot of rainy weeks and months, at least a couple months. Ooh, there was a bite. Ahead of us, so typically the water runs all spring long. We haven't had very many dry springs in a long time. The Oklahoma guys left this morning. They had a pretty productive day yesterday. Most of them stayed up here and fished scuds and egg flies. They call them Furbies. I don't know why. A lot of them said a yellow Furby was the best fly for them yesterday up here. And then a cerise or a pink San Juan worm, the ones that are big and fluffy, not the real skinny ones. Oh, I think I broke off. I did, and that was a good fish. I mean, it felt good. Oh. I'm gonna hit spot lock. I know what it's gonna have to race to catch up, but my knot didn't come untied. It just, I felt it pop. It must have had a weak spot or something. Ooh, that was not a good knot. All right. I really like this area right here. I didn't want to miss it. Oh, I don't like breaking fish off like that. I just felt one head shake. I'm going to turn around after this cast and throw the other direction. I'm going to stay with the deeper water. Oh, that was a good bump. Seems like they're biting shorter now. A little later in the evening, It was probably 4 o'clock when I came out here and went through 4. Now it's about 5:30, almost 6. I wasn't missing those bites. Fish are making me a liar again. I probably caught 6 or 7 when I came through here before. I already had 6 or 7 of the boat. And I probably caught 4 or 5 more below Fall Creek. Turn the camera on and the fish quit biting. John Johnson, my buddy's from Oklahoma, said he was drifting a scud right here. He was drifting right past the mouth of Fall Creek. He was fishing a double scud rig. That was the bottom. And he hooked a fish, and he had it on for about 7-8 minutes, he said. He's fished out here since he was a kid, early 80s, late 70s. He's caught a lot of fish. And he said by far that was the biggest fish he's ever had on, with the head shake and the way it was running. And he said the hook pulled out after about almost 10 minutes. Oh, see? Another bite. I did not miss one bite. If I felt the tap, you're just biting short now. There's a lot of fish that hang around this stretch below Fall Creek. A lot of big fish. Rock has a lot of bigger boulder structures. A lot of places for those fish to sit behind. I did real good below this Fall Creek dock. That's where I caught the bigger rainbow and the big brown. So we're gonna keep on going. Front Raider coming up. You doing any good? They just stocked off the River Point Estate ramp.
Oh, did they?
Either, I think it's yesterday.
All right.
So,
I made it down this far today. That far today.
yeah.
It's generally still a little bit slower than average, I'd say.
Yeah, I did pretty good earlier, but it kind of shut off on me. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it needs to warm up. See ya. We're all getting old. It's not bad today. Yesterday it was a little windy and a little more brutal out here. Today's not too bad. Not much, still in the mid 40s. This might be the last cold spell though. We'll see. Okay, from the red ball down, that's a buoy that we tied onto a tree that's lodged there, sticks up. This is where I did pretty good down through here. Of course, I'd already caught 8 or 9 fish by now. This water's deep, so you really gotta get down to the bottom, which I guess that's a sign I get down to the bottom. I'll knock my sound thing off. Fish. I caught 2 browns, a small 13-inch brown and pushing a 20-inch brown through here earlier. Yeah, that's another brown. This is in the middle of the 2 browns I caught before. That's about 15. So that's 3 browns today. I got him deep. Just working it, trying to get it close to the bottom and working it up and down. I'm past Dino's dock. Let's go a little longer. after I caught four fish through here, it just dried up. I didn't get another bite until I got past Short Creek. So that's why I said I was going to go ahead and quit right in here someplace. 'Cause I didn't want to do that again. But Lonnie Berg, a guy staying with us, I talked to him, and the two of them said that they caught fish from that red buoy clear down to where I saw them across from Trout Hollow, but they were fishing right on the bank. They were fishing what I normally fish, is right along the bank, kind of work the eddies. He said they did real good. Lonnie's a good jig fisherman, so. That felt like a bite. There's one. Good strong fish. Nice clean rainbow. He's been in the lake for a while. That's not a stalker. Stalkers don't fight like that either. Aha! Well, I'm in my dead space. I mean, this is where I did not catch any fish before, so. Rolls have kind of changed. Oh, it's another brown. Now this is a brown that's just stocked this year. He's only about 9-10 inches long. He's good and healthy. So I think I've caught, that's a, we'll call him a first year. The one I caught earlier was a second year. The one I just caught a minute ago, that's probably a 3-year-old fish. Maybe 2. That 19-inch fish, I think, is probably a 3 or 4-year-old fish. There is missed another one. I'm really trying to stay towards the middle and throw over in that deep channel. So that's 4 browns today. All on white jigs. Okay, I'm gonna cast a couple more times. If I don't get a bite, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Oh. Missed one. Got him. Thought I might have been snagged. I'm not too sure about this. I think I've got the fish snagged. Like, not in the mouth. Feels a little funny. Oh, it was a brown. I had him in the mouth. Huh. He wasn't that big. Looked like a football though. He did not want to come up. It's 5 browns. Not sure why that felt so funny. It just, you felt real heavy, but the head shakes just felt erratic. I don't know, it's hard to describe when you fight as many fish as I have. You pretty much can tell. I can tell if a fish is foul hooked right off the bat. And I guess I can't tell because I couldn't figure out what he felt like, but I saw the jig come out of his mouth, so. Kind of hard to quit fishing when you're catching brown trout. Lilley. Oh! Couldn't catch up with him. That kind of looked golden brown. I sure looked like a sun flash. Lilley had some guys from Trout Hollow today. This afternoon they were fishing jigs. I think they were fishing sculpin jigs. I could be wrong, but Tony said they're doing really good. Oh, come on. Isn't it funny how the whole area that I caught fish in an hour and a half ago, I didn't catch hardly any, caught one. In this area that I didn't get a bite in, did a lot better. It's fishing. Sorry, well, I shouldn't apologize for going so long because you can shut it off, fast forward, whatever you want to do. It's hard for me to quit fishing when I'm getting bit. It's not crazy, but I feel like I have a good chance of catching a big fish doing this. Got Rear Point Estates boat dock behind me. Okay, my battery's about ready to go out in my sound. So I'll throw it one more time. If it goes out, you won't hear me sign off, but one more cast. Yeah, she's flashing. That felt like a bite. Okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. We will try it again tomorrow.